What's up, everyone? Tiki here. Before we get into the show, I need to ask you guys for a quick favor. Please take a minute to give us a review on any platform you listen to the show on, especially iTunes. Please, guys. It really goes a long way, and it helps to keep the lights on. Seriously, guys, thank you for that. I can't say it any other way. It's a massive help for the show. All right, that's it. Let's get into the show.
Me too.
Dude, what a debut, huh? We'll fucking get into that.
Oh,
but
dude,
what a debut.
Just straight up stole it by me. But like, it doesn't even matter who's up there as long as you know how to move. Yeah. We can get offsides.
Yeah, Alba was off too. But what's up, guys? Hard landing here. We're here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl!
Pat's Day. Pat's about to do work. If you guys don't know, we're a local Boston show, so we're all itching to see Tom Brady, TB12, the GOAT,
make
do
history.
work.
Belichick make history.
It's going to be incredible, dude.
Again
and again. But before we get into that, let's get into probably the game of the year so far. Actually, definitely the game of 2018 so far. Might be the game of the season. We've had some crazy games this year, but we're talking about Liverpool versus Tottenham.
And versus the refs.
Here we go.
Take off the yellow shirt, man.
Couldn't even get the score out. Already taking shots. The game ends 2-2. Crazy turn of events here. If you guys missed it, this is worth checking out the highlights. 2 goals scored in the last 4 minutes of the game. And I'm talking post 90, stoppage time 4 minutes. Absolutely incredible game. Huss, all right, you're taking shots at the ref. What you got to say, man?
I mean, there's just...
Where's your beef here?
I mean, we got to check that guy's pocket, see if he has any cash falling out of it. Or...
What, maybe Tom Brady?
Or maybe... What?
Tom Brady and the refs?
Hey, the ref's English, not he's not an Italian ref.
Yeah.
He's English.
Oh.
Right?
But, I mean, it's also just... Maybe the refs are doing these types of calls because they want VAR. Maybe they're trying to make those, last-second calls to, push the issue. We want the VAR. We want it now.
Look, that's a good shout on the VAR. But before we get into that controversial decision, are you ready to admit that this is Salah's team?
I mean, it's still Klopp's team. I obviously he's the best.
It's still Klopp's team?
He's the best player on the team.
Klopp?
Klopp.
Clout?
Klopp.
It's
Klopp's
team?
The manager?
Yeah, it's his team. Obviously,
Talking about the field, obviously.
Well, but Salah's obviously the best player on the team because he's pushing for maybe EPL player of the season.
Stop skirting around the issue, man.
It's between him and KDB.
Just trying to give credit to every player on Liverpool.
Exactly.
No, it's the Mo Salah show. Without this guy, you don't have this
21
game.
goals from a wing position. Look, I'm not sitting here
saying
saying...
Last year you said it was Mane. The year
Yes,
before you
every
said
year there's a
Coutinho.
play.
I'm not going to say it's someone else's team every year. Yes, he's in form. He's been in great form. I'm not going to say it's his team.
Why not?
It's Milner's
It was
team.
Hazard's team 2 years ago. Shut up. I love that. You know what?
James Milner.
I'll give you that.
James Milner is the best player in the world. Oh, my God. I mean, honestly, I thought they were going to have to get a new armband. That armband, I didn't think it was going to fit over that bicep of his.
He's jacked, huh?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Been working out.
James Milner's the man.
Should run more, though.
This game opened up, though. 3 minutes in, Liverpool, quick on the break. Eric Dyer, another mistake.
Stud.
He's made a couple of mistakes this year, man. I kind of feel for him because he was trying to poke it back. He had 3 defenders behind him, trying to play it to one, ended up going in between everybody, right to Salah's foot.
Taste of their own medicine from what Spurs did to United.
Dude, that's like Salah's 3rd goal like that, like where
right
he
away.
just picks up scraps from like defenders screwing up, man. He's quite a hunter.
But dude, where was Lloris diving on that goal?
Guessing, dude. That's the problem.
He went near post?
Gambled. Look, he was thinking left foot, near post, Cheryl, curl it
big
around.
gamble.
It's a massive
I've
gamble.
never seen a
There's
goal gamble
also-
like
ground.
that.
There's
Yeah.
also pinpoint accuracy. I mean, that's what you get when you have a top player playing in form right now. He can put the ball wherever he wants to put it.
Yeah, but a soft goalie doesn't stand his ground. That's the thing. He's not going to take that shot in the face like the head. That's why he's trying to guess what
Ocarious.
side we're
Yeah.
going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Difference between being German and French, I guess. When it comes down to it, though, look, Salah, I mean, he's pushing for a top play in the league. Probably not. He probably won't get it. KDB will probably get it because Man City are in such a lead right now. But this guy,
I don't know, man.
back to the EPL after not doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on fire. Like, I don't even know what's more than fire. He's the sun right now.
Oh man, I think if he gets over 30, I think he has a shout to get both the Golden Boot and EPL Player of the Year because he's carried this team. He didn't get the title,
dude. Hands down, he will. If he gets even 25, man, because you look at,
but he's in competition with KDB, who was instrumental in this title run.
But the thing is, KDB, he's unfortunately for him, he's not a flashy player. He's not beating three guys and chipping it past the goalie in the 90th minute. But I 100% agree with you.
The sports writers know.
Yeah, he has been absolutely KDB. He's been a killer this year. But Salah's a different level. I feel like Liverpool is in Arsenal's position if they don't have Salah. I mean, 21 goals from the wing, like I said earlier. And they're class goals, man. It's not like he's getting these lucky breaks, cutting in behind. Like, he's beating people.
One lucky one.
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah, but he still had to finish
still
it,
anticipated
right?
It still finished well.
Yeah.
But the second goal he had today,
That's
Messi-esque.
Yes.
People would say. The Muslim Messi, he's known as, the Egyptian Messi.
Yep.
But slack defending by Spurs on that second goal.
And
he had the four defenders around him.
And the goalkeeper, Lloris, again, the incident with Son, when Son got in behind Liverpool and Karius stood strong and made that save. You know, instead of diving,
stood
his ground, dropped his knee, made sure low angles were covered, high angles were covered. Son had nothing to do but shoot it at him.
No, he got biffed, but he took the hit like
Exactly.
a champ, made the save. Happy days.
So the same thing should have happened with Lloris. Instead, Lloris tries to go for the ball, dives, therefore giving Salah a chip option.
But the defense for Spurs, what was it?
Agreed.
Vertonghen in the middle. He takes another step to his right, which would be more
He's
to the
reading
middle.
the cross.
And then Salah just goes, oh, I'm going this way.
Mm-hmm.
He plays right to his right. And as much as we want to say Salah is left foot, dude, he has a good touch with that right foot. He really does.
I mean, he has a good touch of that.
He can dribble. He can touch his
stand
foot,
on
dude.
it.
That's it, though.
That's
I'm
second
gonna
goal
glaze
for
over
Salah,
that
second goal for
nonsense
Salah
comment.
actually tied Harry Kane at that moment with 21 goals for the season.
Yep.
That first penalty.
Let's talk about it.
First off, Lovren, what the hell are you doing?
All right, guys, in case you missed it, there's a through ball played into Harry Kane by, I think, Eriksson. Harry Kane is at least half a yard offside. Clearly offside. Lovren gets a touch to it, and maybe that's what threw the lino off, but he's still offside because when the ball's played, he's in an offside position. Kane goes in, pushes it by Karius, makes contact with Karius's arm.
Jumps for his life.
Flying colors.
Absolutely. But again, it's one of those rules. There's contact. Unfortunately for Karius, it was a PK.
But
the ref goes to the linesman and he discusses with him. Linesman's like, I'm not sure. Which is, I give him credit for that. If he doesn't know, you're not supposed to guess.
Though?
But
that's
yes,
his job.
That's the question. How did he miss that?
That's the majority of his job. You're on the sideline to see if people are offsides or not. And he wasn't even close.
Dude, especially,
he was at least a yard off.
Well, especially in that play, man. Harry Kane was walking back onside. It's not like it's not like he was on and off. He was walking back from offside position. He was walking. So it was easy to spot, easy to see. I think everyone in the stadium saw it. Somehow the lino missed it.
So he missed that.
Unless they count the deflection as not being offside from Lovren,
No, it's when the ball is played.
I understand, but
that should have been an issue anyways because Lovren turned into like a rusted old tin man. I don't even know what happened. He like fell over. He like tripped on his own foot. I don't even know what Lovren did. He made something so easy look so hard. Yeah. Honestly, like a young Forrest Gump could have got that.
I think he got caught off balance. And that's why he was falling as he tried to kick it. But a complete offside, bit of a dive. Anyway, Harry Kane earns a penalty, steps up to take it himself.
Best penalty of the year so far.
Mingale's replacement, Loris Karius. This dude is making a claim to be the number one at Liverpool.
Well, you know
with
what,
a big save.
A save like that, he was so good that day, it took a shot like Wanyama's to score on him. If that shot's not in the upper 90, Karius still had a chance at it, I think. He was that in form today.
I don't think... Well, yeah, true, but Spurs didn't really have any chances on goal today.
He made some good saves.
I'm saying that's not, he has some good saves on crosses and stuff. He played well. But was he tested, on goal? Son had a good chance, great save. That Wanyama shot, nothing you can do about it.
No one saves
outside
that.
of the foot curler, out and in. Beautiful
just
goal.
Subbed on.
Beautiful goal.
And not only that, but Liverpool just subbed off his center mid and put Matip on, who's another center back. oh, where did Wanyama hit that? Oh, in the center of the pitch. Oh, wait, a center mid should be there. Oh, wait, you took a center mid off.
Hendo would have got there.
No, fuck that. Milner, James Milner, who just came off for
Joel.
Yellow.
I think Milner. I mean, look, you're taking off a midfielder where everyone knows that Liverpool's high press. Their defense doesn't start with the defense. It starts with the guys up front. You don't take off Milner or a center mid to put on another slow, just stagnant center back.
Hey, Milner was
but
tired.
That doesn't work.
Milner
We've
was
seen
tired.
it multiple times. And it doesn't almost. I feel like there should be. I have to look for the stats, but I feel like anytime they take off somebody from the midfield and put on another center back, the other team always scores against Liverpool.
I mean, that ball rolled by 2 Liverpool players.
Yep.
That was just, they were flat-footed. Emery Chan reaching for it. Karras made a great save on that cross. It should have had his defensive midfield to bail him out.
Yep.
So,
Dude, yeah, and it's unfortunate because that should be the talk of this game. Wanyama's shot. What an incredible shot. He's been injured all year.
First goal of the season.
First goal of the season, basically, quote-unquote, the first appearance of the season. Dude's been hurt for so long. Scores that goal, but we already spoke about Salah with his crazy jinky run. Liverpool thinks they've won it. That should be the story as well.
Yeah.
That should be
Tottenham
the story
could have won
well.
it. They didn't. Because after that, Wanyama goal, that's when the penalty happened for Harry Kane that he missed. And then Mo Salah goes down and scores a goal at the end in the 90th. Oh, shit, that's
Klopp
it.
runs halfway down
that's
the field.
It, yeah.
He's back to his
Trademark
antics.
sprint.
All that was missing was the knee slide from him. The Jose
And then the
Mourinho knee
commentators
slide.
said Tottenham could have won it, and now Liverpool certainly will. And then the ball comes in, they get the throw in, and then
All right, here's the incident. So we had this heated battle before the app, and we probably
good,
shouldn't
like
have.
10-minute
But
one. Should have just been on the air.
I say, so we're talking about the second penalty given to Tottenham. The referee waves it off as not a penalty, but the lino waves his flag, says it's a penalty.
Well, not only that, but Liverpool on the break. So he stopped the Liverpool
Yes.
break. So I think there was a little bit more pressure to call it because he stopped Liverpool from
No, but
But he has no business to stop
but,
it.
hold on, but yeah.
He wasn't sure. He was like, am I about to do this?
But what about that other lineman? Like, oh, shit, he did it again. Oh, God.
Yeah, the guy on the other side?
Oh, God,
I'm all the way over here.
Because right before that Salah goal, there was like a handball appeal for a penalty, but he just let them play. Where it's like, this guy's like, trolling, we're about to go home. No, he didn't. Oh, shit. He
called
did
it back?
He did it again. Oh, no. Hide your face, dude.
I say Virgil van Dijk, $75 million idiot play on this. Attempts to hoof his leg at the ball. Realizes, I think out of the corner of his eye, he sees Lamela coming into the space. Tries to pull out of it, but still kicks Lamela in the back of the calf. I say legit PK. Mistake or not, that's why we have refs and fouls there, because mistakes happen. But he kicked him in the back of the calf. I think Lamela had a right to that space because the ball's in the air. Just like when a ball's in the air and you see them at midfield battling for space, jockeying for space. I think Lamela jumped in front of him, and he was smart enough. Lamela knew what he was doing. I'm not saying Lamela didn't have any ill intent to try to win that PK, but at the end of the day, Virgil van Dijk kicked this dude in the back of the calf. Just kicked him, didn't hit the ball. Like, if Virgil hit the ball and on the follow-through he kicked him, or maybe kicked through him and got the ball, no ball contact whatsoever, took a player out. Who knows what would have happened if he wasn't kicked?
I don't care if it's
Mustafi running over Calvert-Lewin.
I love that example because Calvert-Lewin, for that one, is in possession. He pushes it out wide, runs away from the ball to initiate contact, and then, Mustafi takes him out. No PK there, agree, because he was fishing. Lamela is fighting for position because no one has possession. The ball's in the air.
He knew what he was doing, so Lamela is fishing.
No, he was
fishing.
going
He
for
knew
the
what he
ball.
was doing, but he had every right to be in that space. No way.
Yes,
No, I think it was Lee Dixon made the comment or the argument that he had no idea that he was there.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
What
We
does
say
that
that all the
mean?
time. Look at go back to 2013, the Nani incident in the Champions League against Real
The red
Madrid.
card, dude. The Mane
Studs in the air.
incident.
The Mane
When he
incident. The
stomps
season.
Edison. He had no idea Edison was coming.
in the air to Edison's face.
No, but
I'm
either
just
way,
saying, the
it was
whole
a
fact-
foul
different.
called. No,
The whole
it was
thing
a
is that
foul
he
called.
didn't see him.
Exactly.
And he kicked him.
Just because you don't see him, I don't. Both the guys in the studio, both Robbies said the same thing. I don't
he
understand.
pulled out of it,
But he made
He
contact.
still kicked the shit out of him.
But Lamela was going for the body more than the ball.
Dude, Lamela was going for the ball, man.
He was going for more to get hit.
The ball bounced right next to Lamela. If he doesn't get kicked, Lamela arguably could have a shot at goal because the ball would land right in front of him. But he got kicked and he went down and Liverpool
We know you don't like it, but it's just a fact.
It was super soft, by the way. It was a soft PK.
If they're going to start calling shit like that, especially at the end of the game.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be consistent. This is the 90th minute, 2-1. The game's on the line.
That shouldn't matter,
And then
Igor.
here's what does matter. It's the AR making the call. It's the guy who blew the first PK.
30 yards away.
No. He blew the offsides, and then he has the balls to call a PK in the same situation. How do you not see an offsides, and then you see a PK, and then you're going to see another PK?
Because one, he's human, so that's why we need VAR. And two, what does AR stand for?
Assistant
referee. So he has every right to make that call. He's not a linesman. Yeah, to assist the referee,
Moss
and the ref
every
missed
right
it.
to tell him,
Who was closer
put
to the
your
flag.
flag down. You screwed me the first time, buddy.
He could, but Moss said, nope, I'm with it.
Should have.
Either way, this game was absolutely incredible.
We'll see.
I'm surprised little kids didn't get thrown at the
We'll see the follow-up from this. We'll see what Howard Webb says about that penalty. If Howard Webb gets in there and is asked to make a comment on it.
Yeah, it's going to be a story of the week right here. But yeah, it was weird that everyone said it wasn't.
Just another time that Liverpool gets screwed trying to win against Tottenham. It happened last year, too.
But we've seen a lot of FA Cup last week, Caballero Cup, whatever the hell it's called.
Carabao.
Yeah,
Carabao. Caballero.
Caribou.
Horse Cup. We saw a lot of VAR in both those competitions. So I was...
It's coming.
Dude, it was so in my head that I was waiting for them to go to the replay.
Right?
Yeah.
They went over and talked.
I forgot that it was the Cup, not the league.
Yeah.
It still hasn't made its way into the league. But these are 2 or 3 great chances to have VAR next year. I think if you have VAR, you see Harry Kane's offside.
Boom.
Penalty is not even a question anymore.
And the Virgil one, you get to review it because it's a penalty
and have a real
call.
comment on it. Yeah.
Exactly. And the ref gets to actually sit there and make the call, not us commentators and pundits. It was a great game, though. I really enjoyed it for the neutral. Great result for United. Keeps both teams at bay for now. Let's talk about Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal.
New look.
Hey, Tom,
Arsenal.
what are you going to say? Oh, he's not here the one day. The one day he can lose his mind.
Sucks to suck, Tom. Arsenal wins 5-1 against Everton. It was 3-0 in the first 20 minutes of this game. If Arsenal put their foot on the gas, they could have easily made it 6 by halftime. But it was 4-0 by halftime. Aaron
Rambo, man.
Out here killing it, dude. Tom's boy.
No consistency from this guy. He can score a hat-trick one week, he can go anonymous for a month the next, you know.
It's like his coach.
Just like his coach.
I love it.
I think he mean anonymous for a decade, you know. But, no. This is the Sanchez-less Arsenal team. Stumbled last week. Back at it again this week. Back on form. But I think, before we get into the results, I want to talk about Sam Allardyce and this Everton lineup. You don't start Wayne Rooney. The guy who scores against Arsenal. He scored against him this year for Everton. Always scores against Arsenal. I know he doesn't fit every lineup you have, but the lineup he went with, man, I think was completely false. He tried to play Bolasie and Theo at the same time. He played very open midfield. There's a big gap between the attackers, the 3 attackers, and the holding midfields of Ghana and Schneiderlin. You know, way too big of a gap, and Arsenal took control of that. Yeah. They dominated that midfield. There was no Everton midfield there.
Dude, it was numbers up in the midfield because Arsenal had Ozil playing the 10 spot. They had Xhaka holding back and Ramsey sort of free rolling / number 8 Lampard style, vintage Lampard. And Schneiderlin and Ghana were the only 2 in the middle, so it was it was +1.
2v3, 2v4 every single time, man. And then you had three fullbacks. Mangala, Man City loanee at Everton. Mangala. Ashley Williams and Michael Keane, who got subbed off. Just overwhelmed. Just overwhelmed.
So like, he's not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So this brings up something else for me. You see the formation of the 4-2-3-1 that we see with the wingers and everything. Mkhitaryan's come in, doing really well. Aubameyang just scored. Lacazette. Is he able to find himself on the bench? He was the one that finally Arsenal make a big signing. Yeah. And now, is he just like chopped liver now?
They made a bigger signing.
Dude, I saw that meme. Did you see that meme?
No, but
Lacazette, they were like, when you find out you're the next Giroud, with his like sad face on the bench, dude. Yeah, it was unfortunate. Look, I think going forward though, I think Lacazette and Aubameyang will get to play together.
Where is Lacazette playing outside right then as a right winger?
Yeah, a little wingy. Yeah.
So he's not even playing his position now. He just lost his position.
Yeah, look at. I mean, Aubameyang.
Drifting.
Yeah, he'll drift.
He'll
He'll be free roll. Yeah. It'll be more free roll, but yes, I think Aubameyang will be the true center forward. But even at Dortmund, Aubameyang was used to peeling out wide. Schürrle cuts inside.
Wing when Lewandowski was there. So.
Exactly.
So
I think it'll be a fluid
he has
formation.
the speed to play on the outside of a trident, where Lacazette doesn't really have the height or the speed as so much to play play the number 9.
Same as Mbappe. You start out there and then you work your way in. That's what makes them special.
Yeah.
Like, they can.
And he was offsides on his goal.
Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Yes, 100%. Another VAR missed. Class finish, though. Left foot chip, weak foot. Petacek, I don't really blame him. Not Petacek. Pickford, I don't really blame him for that one. Left out to dry.
Dude, he let him 5 today.
Did you see him in the 30th minute? He was like, what?
He was like, what am I doing here?
Sub.
Even
like Roy from kicking the ball back to half.
Even after the third goal, Ramsey, the deflected shot from like 22 yards out, he had no chance. He still got a hand to it. I was at a bar. The guy next to me was like, "Oh, I got a hand to it." Like, yeah, dude, he's going 2 yards this way to come back and try.
Exactly.
He got a full palm to it. How did he not save it? That goal probably annoyed the hell out of him. The offside call, defenders didn't help him. Ref didn't help him. It was really unfortunate, man. I feel bad for Pickford in this one.
And they didn't even argue the offsides. That's the other.
Yeah, they didn't
one.
argue it that hard.
They were destroyed.
Like, oh no, okay, let's 4. Like, whatever.
Come on, guys.
They were so defeated after the third.
Yeah.
After the third. That was it. That was the game.
Yeah, to be fair, this game was over in 20 minutes in.
Well, they're trying to do the 3-back again. And look, Everton, don't play the 3-back. Go back to the 4-back. I mean, there's some teams that can do it. This team doesn't have the personnel that should be doing the 3-back.
I think they do.
I don't think so.
Okay. Cool.
Dude, Mickey gets himself 3 assists. So
fuck
happy.
him.
Oh, come on, dude.
Fuck him.
He was thrown out with the bath water.
Yeah, you love this dude.
He was.
I was happy he was performing against lower tier teams. Getting 5 assists in 3 games or whatever it was. Now he's got 8.
Look, I think he took a shot on his way out, leaving Man United. He was like, I'm glad to come to Arsenal. I look forward to playing more attacking football. And I think that's what it comes down to.
He's motivated.
At Dortmund also, he didn't have to drop back to defend as much. He didn't have to worry too much about his assignment. He could focus more on getting forward, and that's how he won Bundesliga Player of the Year. Comes to United, Mourinho tries to do the same thing he did to Oscar. Remember Oscar, how offensive he was? I know we brought this up a couple episodes ago, but Oscar was a number 10, going to be the next Kaká. Mourinho made him drop back, turned him into a number 8, and now he's just a mediocre number 8. He could have been a special number 10, but... So I think that's what happened to poor Mickey, and obviously if you're not defending, Mourinho has no time for you. But we see what Mickey's made of, man, and I'm very happy to see him at Arsenal doing work. I got no personal feelings against this guy. He tried his best at United. Mourinho doesn't seem to think so, but, from what I saw, the dude was trying. He just couldn't put it together.
Will he stay healthy?
That's
the same issue. I
don't think it's going to be as grueling on his body playing for Arsenal as it would be for United.
Shots fired.
Yeah, he'll be that more free roll, less defensive responsibilities.
Here's a question. Can they afford to have him and Ozil playing that way?
In this game. In other games, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey looks good out there.
He looks incredible.
He holds the ball well. He's quick with the ball.
He was getting bodied.
Yeah, he was
getting beat. This guy won't make it another couple years in this league if he keeps getting beat up. He goes for challenges that he's never going to win and get beat up.
That's the difference. Bundesliga, it's not the same physicality. We all know EPL is the toughest, so it's how long can you stay at that
keep
level?
taking those hits.
Yeah,
exactly.
But he's class, man. He's class. It is good to see him. Any redemption story is good in football.
Yeah.
So to see him get 3 assists on his debut in the league.
I love the
starting debut.
The Koscielny goal going in there doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is getting this goal
head
right
first.
That's all he's good for.
Aubameyang was about to tap that one in. He jumped right in front of him head first.
The hair spikes. Hopefully, he didn't put too much gel in it. He would have popped the ball.
Yeah, dude, he's still a raver.
That I actually thought was going to be Aubameyang's first goal.
Yep.
He's bouncing. It's like, there's
a tap.
Oh, here we go.
It's like, I'm a defender. I never score.
Koscielny coming in, headstrong.
A lot of great attacking by Arsenal, but leaky defense. Calvert-Lewin subbing on, getting a goal almost immediately. Love this young kid, man.
Yeah, Kolasinac, we've been talking about where's Kolasinac. Monreal goes off at half hurt. Kolasinac doesn't jump and challenge for that ball. Calvert-Lewin has a free header. Goal time.
But this was also a welcome back to earth, Theo Walcott. Playing so well at Everton. I bet he would, those guys, all right, this is the year we take down Arsenal. We got one of their guys. We're looking pretty good. We're in form. Oh,
they're still a team in transition, and it's been that way for a couple of years now, especially with the managerial changes.
There's Moyes left. They've been sort of floundering, trying to find their feet again.
But from Koeman or Martinez to Koeman now to Sam Allardyce, I think he's going to be there for a while, rebuild this team. They have the personnel, especially with Theo and Mangala coming in, and people like Calvert-Lewin and Holgate coming up through the youth ranks. Wayne Rooney on the bench for this one, never came in.
Well, that midweek show, we were saying who won who did well in the transfer market. Yeah. I was saying Everton. They got Theo, got Mangala. Mangala looked horrendous.
It's his first game with the club,
dude. He was doing just
his first game.
Character. He was just doing
what about
dumb
Michael
things.
Keane in the beginning of the year? They signed him too.
Yeah,
he's struggling a bit.
He was missing the ball, out of position. He was missing passes. Like, it wasn't even about playing with his team for the first time. He was just doing dumb things.
Yeah,
like really, really bad things.
Well, he's out of form. Like, he hasn't been playing for Man City, so he's coming in rusty.
Yeah.
But again, this Everton team, man, this is a team. In the last year, they've had 3 managers sign players for this club.
That's true.
And now they've got a whole mix of 3 different managers and 3 different players they wanted all together. So now it's time to weed out who you don't want and keep who you do. Yannick Bolasie, finally back fit, started in this one.
He's another guy. Once he finds his form, he'll be back to his old self. But it's going to take time. He's been out a year and a half. Yeah.
I was a bit surprised to not see Sigurdsson play. I don't know. I just feel like this guy.
No, it was too attacking, man. It was too attacking. I think to Sam Allardyce's fault. He went a bit defensive on this formation. 3 center backs and 2 defensive mids. There was no creativity. There was no outball once they won the ball. I don't blame him, dude. You're going away to the Emirates. Like, I understand the logic.
Why have 3 back there?
Because he's hoping he can keep up with Aubameyang and Ozil and have 3 center backs. Like, if you're used to playing a 3 center back system, it's effective, man. We saw Conte shut down everyone last year. The problem, to Huss's point, is like they never play this formation. So to come in at a big away game playing a fluid team like Arsenal, who don't really have positions, you're gonna have a nightmare, and they did.
Sit back. Once you get the ball, push out to Theo or Bolasie and get him on the break.
But like Chelsea, man, without Fabregas or any creative midfielder, you're gonna struggle when you finally get the ball. You're gonna boot it down in the corners and let Walcott and Bolasie chase it.
Yeah.
I think Allardyce got his tactics completely wrong in this one, and he paid for it.
Yeah.
Got smoked.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So that one ends 5-1. We'll keep an eye on Lacazette to see what happens to him going forward. We know he was unhappy when the whole Sanchez debacle was happening, because that's not what he signed up for. You know, he thought he was going to be playing with Sanchez. I know Ozil. Obviously, Ozil's sticking around. But now it looks like he might be playing a bit part to Aubameyang.
And despite that victory, Arsenal still sitting in 6th place, a full 4 points off 5th. You know, so...
Yeah, they got their work cut out for them. A team who's cruising, I don't even know if this is worth covering anymore for the rest of the season, although this was a great result for everyone. We're talking Burnley won, Man City won. A game Man City should have won, killed off. Sterling misses from 2 yards out. I think that's the major story of the game. Huss
loves it.
I'll take my
No.
Go ahead.
No, because he did exactly the opposite of what I said. Because I said inside 6 yards, he's money.
That's true.
But the thing is, he has that little characteristic in him that he misses the easy ones. Where I saw it with Liverpool a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? But at the same time,
where you at, Tom?
Look, I thought Pep.
Bend your boy.
I thought Pep fixed all that. I was very surprised to see him. That right there. That's just a focus goal. If you're just focused completely on the ball and all that, you hit that ball. He lost. And I don't know if he's looking at defender, looking at position. I don't know what he's thinking right there. But he should have had that goal.
Yeah, he should have easily. I think he wasn't concentrating.
Speaking of goals, though, actual goals. The fuck, Danilo?
I don't know it, dude.
Hey, Wanyama or Danilo?
Wanyama,
bro.
Come on, first time on the volley, on the half volley.
It.
Get out of town. Is that even a question?
Dude, the ball bounced.
was still in the air. The ball came out, and then he landed. And it's like, what?
They hit the post. It's rolling out.
Dude, that was like playing against.
I got the save.
FIFA glitches.
Dude, that was like back in the day when you're playing with your buddies against the garage, you know, because you don't have a net and you're shooting the ball against a wall. You basically hit a wall with that shot. But no, Danilo, not to take anything away. Guy who's been catching a lot of heat this season. Hasn't been playing in his position, right back, because Walker has that locked down, so they've been using him at left back. when they can. Played left back today, but that...
That's the thing. You see Valencia do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, how often do you see a guy rip it like when you're out?
Well, it was a nice training ground exercise, I think, that corner kick that led to Danilo's goal. So I don't think this was anything of a fluke. I think they worked on this last week or in the weeks preceding this game.
Yep.
You know, pass out quick, get it to the middle, someone have a shot, or Danilo will have a shot.
Especially a fullback. No one expects a fullback to take that shot.
No. But he buried it. Brazilian flair on that goal. But yeah, this game, Burnley did well to tie it up. Gudmundsson ties it up late, 82nd minute.
That was so great. Kyle Walker caught napping, dude. Caught napping. Didn't see Gudmundsson come in. He was watching the winger. Gudmundsson is more of a number 10/7 mid. Aguero struggled. City struggled, man. They obviously could have killed this game off. I think they had 70% plus possession, shots for days, but there was nothing clear cut about this game. Maybe one or two clear cuts, but for the most part,
that's what happens with Burnley, though.
Yeah,
Burnley is so organized and disciplined and focused. It's the word of the week. Focus. Focus is key. They remain resolute to the end, man, and they'll wait and get that goal and late on, tie it up. But if they deny you up until that point, obviously Sterling should have scored, and they would have been 2-1 at that point.
Would have been done, yeah. Well, 2-0. They would have killed it off, yeah.
Well, let's focus on something else then.
Okay.
Focus of the week.
Focus of the week?
Fitness. Because they play every single game. We talk about Klopp not using substitutes. How about Pep not bringing in other players? The reason why Bernardo Silva is playing is because...
Who? Service?
Bernardo Silva.
Oh, okay. Silva.
Silva.
Right.
Oh, whatever.
Civic?
So the only reason why Turner is playing is because Sané is hurt.
And the other guy, Gundogan, is only playing because David Silva.
Gundogan.
Now, we're just over halfway in the season. They haven't really... went into Champions.
Yeah,
well, we have
26,
but they also have Champions League and all the cups coming up. Where if they play every game, I mean, is Man City just gonna burn out?
Hopefully, but to that point, Hussy, in this game, Pep only named 6 substitutes. You know, in this league, you're allowed 7. Pep went with 6 because he claimed, everyone's tired. I have injuries. I don't have anyone to fill that spot. I'll play with 6.
Why couldn't you just, instead of being a dick, just name 7 and know you're not going to use that 7th guy?
Well, the big thing is that
Gary Neville. I did something different.
Gary Neville went in on him.
I'm special now.
Gary Neville went in on him. He's like, dude, like that's bullshit. He's like that's a complete lie. That's bullshit. You bring the third goalie in. Let him travel. Bring a guy from the youth academy. Let him travel. And he was saying that it must be so disheartening for the Man City youth coaches, for the youth players, to see an open spot on that bench just to go with the team. And Pep will choose not to bring anyone from the youth academy and just he'll put it.
He's trying to prove a point there about the schedule.
No, because he wants more money to buy more players. He's a piece of shit. Let a youth guy in there.
Look. I don't think he's a piece of shit. And he uses youth, dude. He uses a bunch of youth. I love the fire though. I love the fire.
Dude, who doesn't? What a cocky dude.
No doubt. Next game, I hope he brings 0 subs.
Dude, no, you can't. Gary Neville got a little carried away.
7 of them.
Gary Neville got a little carried away.
I saw that piece.
He makes a point, but as always, Gary Neville takes it to the nth level.
So why would you not bring someone from the youth academy?
I agree. Why would you not? But to say it's disheartening for the youth when he's playing, what's his name, Diaz, number 55, an 18-year-old from the academy. He's played a bunch of academy guys. I can't name him. Forfan or whatever his name is. Yeah. He plays youth, dude. There's no question. Pep and he buys youth. He bought a 23-year-old Laporte. So calm down, Gary. It's not against the youth, but they
won't see the field.
It is but they do, man. They play.
Not going forward. Gabby Jesus is a freak, man. You can't make an argument.
But he didn't know that. He bought an 18-year-old.
Everyone knew this guy was. Bullshit, man. Everyone knew Gabby Jesus was going to be fired. Everyone knew Gabby Gold was going to be fired.
18-year-old who has never seen a field outside of Brazil.
Dude,
brought him to cold-ass Manchester.
Say the same thing about Neymar. The guy never played outside Brazil. Oh, my God. Look how good he is.
Yeah, how did Robinho work out, dude?
He thought he was going to Man United. He went to Man City.
Does Phil Neville still say this? If Gary Neville say this if Jose does this?
Absolutely.
Or is it because Pep is wearing blue?
No, honestly, he does. Yeah. They have no problem. Scholes, Gary Neville, Real
completely objective.
They have no problem shitting on.
Completely objective.
Whatever he wants.
But yeah, that
TCB,
game.
Oh, not TCB, actually.
Yeah, not quite, but very happy for Burnley. Causes them a stumble. Only the 3rd draw for City this year, guys.
3 draws, 1 loss.
What? I mean, this record is still ridiculous. And to your point, Huss, when you're saying that he doesn't rest players, yada yada, that's why you have a 13-point gap. they can drop 3 games and still win this league. So he can, at some point later in the season, I'm sure by like match day 30, when there's 6 more games left, he'll start, bleeding in youth, taking those L's towards the end of the season, saving his players for the Champions League.
I mean, Champions League starts in what? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
He's used to this, so with Bayern,
are they going to be fresh in2 weeks?
They'll be fine.
Look.
Dude,
Huss,
he's experienced with this.
Like, we've been saying this all year, man. Like, this team, they're not slowing down.
But we see the effects not now. We see the effects in April.
Hopefully we will, but by then they have a 13-point cushion, bro.
But I'm talking about
Got it.
I'm talking about just strictly Champions League.
If they make Champions League quarterfinals, it's a successful year for them.
Based on
preseason, the way they started this year, first of all, they were chasing the league with Manchester United. Everyone was either Manchester United or Manchester City, so it wasn't an automatic win for them. Obviously, now that we've seen their form, our expectations have gone up. But I don't think necessarily the internal expectations of Manchester City have gone up as far as the goals they set at the start of the season. Obviously, I think they have the ability to make a semi. But if they make a quarter, I don't think it's the end of the world for these guys. All that means is that they just need to bring in more legs. Next year, they'll make a final. They're that close. They're on the edge.
One trophy. That's their goal.
Yeah.
Champions League's next week, by the way, Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
It is?
It's
Okay.
a week.
But
Yeah.
Man City dropped points away for the 3rd time in a row. Maybe we're finding an Achilles heel, away from the Emirates. They're a bit vulnerable. Hopefully other teams can seize on that. What did I say, Emirates?
Yeah,
Etihad.
that's a weak stadium, the Emirates.
It is.
All right, so Man City ties
No
1-1. Great result for the entire league. Let's talk about the other side of Manchester, Man United.
They closed the gap to 13 points. Manchester United gaining.
Ridiculous. Nice little bounce back, though, from that spanking they experienced against Tottenham. 2-0 against
I was worried,
Spurs.
Tiki, because Huss, you're saying Huddersfield, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for Huddersfield.
What happened?
Professor X.
The first 3 minutes.
You gotta watch out.
Huddersfield gave Liverpool problems. That's what happened.
This is one of those games where I'm doing the laundry. I'm like cooking lunch. Like once I saw how this game's going, I'm like, oh, this game's done. Like without even a goal
first 3
scored.
minutes,
Without even the goal scored, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, be careful though.
And it got so bored because with the Arsenal game as well, I'm just watching these games. I'm like,
yeah, there were blowouts.
like these are just not fun. I can't. They're definitely not. They're obviously gonna win.
You can't talk
Like,
smack.
like
yeah.
I don't even want to watch them. I just walk away from the games at times.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with this.
Dude, biggest story of this game, Pogba bench. I did not see this coming. Picked him up in fantasy.
Love
I was
it.
like, this is a bounce back. I'm 100% with you, Al. You're human, Pogs. You were the most expensive player. You're our hero. You're the guy we're building this dynasty on. But if you're not following instructions, arguing with your manager on the sideline, Fergie never put up with that shit. Why should Jose? Bench that dude. And he benched him. It was smart because we're playing Huddersfield. If we're playing Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, he's probably not benched. So this is a perfect excuse to teach a lesson and not risk, a result.
And he was benched for the young Scotty McTominay. Lankiest guy on the pitch.
6'4", bro.
Love this dude.
Monster.
Tall as hell. He loves going.
Leveled and kept
Love
going.
to play rugby
I was
out
like,
there,
whoa,
man.
sucks. He's out. He's out. Dude, he got hit, first of all, and then he lands and his fucking neck snaps. It's like, how did this guy not
Another
be
Phil
concussed?
Jones. Here
And
we
all they
go.
give him is a finger test. Like, hey, man, follow this finger. Dude's like looking up in the sky.
You're
Like,
fine.
no, he's good.
Your head's
He's
moving.
good.
Yeah.
If you had the right linesman, he would have called the penalty.
Should've been
That
called
was
for
a
penalty.
PK. That was, dude. That's
that
100%.
that one was.
Oh, but he didn't see him, right? He didn't see him. He didn't know he was there. He was looking at the ball. He had eyes for the ball.
No, that one he actually got touched.
But you can't say that's soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
That one's
was
deserved.
Yeah, that was a proper PK. Luckily, United did not need it. Alexis Sanchez, this dude, obviously we know how good he is, but it's always a risk when a player leaves a club for another club, especially in the same league. Big club. United hasn't been the same for the last 4 seasons. This dude is the realest.
He's trying to prove himself.
But he tried to prove himself at Arsenal all
For
4
other
years he
doubters.
was there.
Yeah, but now there's new ones.
But like
So-
I was impressed, man. I'm sitting here saying I'm impressed that he keeps that same level of hunger. He loses the ball. He's the first one trying to win it back. He's making slide
It's a style
tackles.
of play.
He's getting
I think
stuck
he's playing
in,
even
yeah.
better now because he realizes, well, he doesn't realize, but he knows he's on a team in a better position to push for titles.
And they need
You know,
him
so
too.
we rely on him
He's the
to a
dude.
degree, but he likes that attention. He likes the faith that Jose has in him to play his own game up top, be dynamic as he is. But as far as confidence and happiness, I think he likes playing on United better than Arsenal just for their potential. going
in the
forward.
last 6 months, I would say that. I mean, before, I think, Alexi loved Arsenal.
Yeah,
especially
until the last year and a half or so, when it was like, all right,
year and a half. I was thinking like half a year.
When they started to slip out of Champions League qualification, that's when you started to go. Things started.
This thing started last season of him getting subbed during
not buying somebody.
Them not
wanted
buying.
Them to buy somebody. They didn't. They're gonna be fine. They didn't get Champions League. That's when the gloves started being thrown around.
Yeah.
No handshakes.
Yeah.
Didn't
Putting
applaud
the hood
fans.
over.
The hood was hilarious.
When I watched Alexi,
sulky bitch.
When I watched Alexi
Laughing
for
at his own
United,
team. Like,
So childish, man. He's so immature when it comes, but he's
Dude,
passionate.
He's a competitor. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys. If he's on your team and he sucks, you hate him because he wants the ball all the time.
so
When he gets
good.
subbed, he bitches and moans. He fucks with team chemistry, but he's so good.
He turns the
He's
game.
like
He
Zlatan.
can-
Like, I need you.
Yeah.
I want you. Why,
Exactly.
why can't you behave, man?
Exactly. It's just like Zlatan, man. If Zlatan didn't have that ability, he'd be Arnautovic.
But that's a superstar ego.
when you
Like,
have
Neymar, you got the
Rashford
same
out there,
Yeah.
That's
when you have
you're a stud.
Rashford or Martial out there, the big difference when I see Alexi out there is his movement off the ball. He doesn't stop. We talk about Martial.
wants it
Sometimes
all
he
the
looks
time.
just like someone that doesn't want to be out there. Look, he could just have like resting lazy face. I don't know if you
That's the
wanna call
word. That's a great one. He has a resting lazy. He's just like,
it. Or like whatever.
Not
Like,
interested.
That was some
when
good
Lexi's out
kush,
there,
man.
It's always like it's almost like Lexi's like has a buddy from Colombia. It's just let's go, let's run. Boom, 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 boom.
right,
What are
Right.
you, what are you- what are you trying to insinuate there, Hussy?
What I'm
trying to
saying, he has
say,
a lot of
Huss?
energy.
Chilling.
I heard
What
that
I'm saying-
sniff, dude.
I know.
That's Colombia.
So racist.
So I'm saying is I said he had a Colombian friend. He's not Colombian.
All right,
But I'm saying is that
okay.
he just has so much energy off the ball as well on the
Yeah.
ball, and that's
Yeah.
something that you guys were missing. Where Rashford would show it
100%,
sometimes,
dude.
but he wouldn't have look. Rashford relies on his speed a lot, and he is good, but he doesn't have the positional sense
Yes.
as well as Alexi. And then with Martial, he has the tight knit, dribbling around people. He can cross the ball nice. He can slip into spaces, but he doesn't always just go after that ball.
Look, it's called the bravery trait or the bravery stat. Like, no matter what is happening in the game, do you always want the ball? And some players shy away. You know, if the team's playing bad or they just missed a big opportunity, all of a sudden you see them hiding behind defenders, not creating angles. Sanchez, whether he's playing well or playing like shit, he wants the ball on every possession. And that's what United's been lacking. Pogba obviously wants it, but like he'll be remonstrating to the ref. You know, he'll let the game get in his head.
He gets too
bitch-
emotional.
Yeah, Sanchez will bitch at the ref, but he'll get up and sprint and go
Yeah.
try to make a tackle.
He
That's
creates
the difference.
havoc.
Yeah, he's infectious, man. That
He doesn't
energy is
just stay on his
infectious.
side either.
No.
He comes over like he wants it. He shows that he wants it.
You know,
Absolutely.
United started this season with, oh boy,
Hey, now.
with pretty much Martial and Rashford on the bench. My phone's on silent mode, by the way, so I don't know what the hell that's up with.
That's me calling you.
Yeah, is it?
Sabotage.
So
His phone doesn't allow silent when I
United
call.
started the season with mainly Martial, Rashford in and out on the wings, but now this game, Mata on the right, Sanchez on the left. I love Mata, man.
You know
Just
what?
signed a new contract,
Mata
but
gotta
he had a
play.
great assist on that first goal for Lukaku.
Brilliant.
Great positioning, got out
I
wide.
thought you didn't
Sweet
want
left.
Mata to start way back, like
And
last
FIFA,
year.
no.
No, like
In
last,
he's
no, I
terrible
thought-
to start in
I
FIFA.
thought you didn't
man.
want him like last year starting games.
When he's out of position, this guy can't play. If he's out of position, like on the LVG, that was mainly on the LVG because we were so slow.
Yeah.
And he put Mata on the ball, even slower. It killed us. But now we're so dynamic. He's the guy that can be calm on the ball. Everyone runs. He plays the ball.
He's the number 10, even if he's not playing that 10 position, dude, because he's moving around.
He's a winger. He plays on the
prefer
wing.
Lingard on the outside rather than
No, Lingard's
the
nice
pace.
down the middle.
'cause
The
speed.
The
he
thing
can
with-
cut in his movement, and then you just give him that free space because Lingard can roast somebody one on one.
The thing with Lingard is that he's offensively dynamic in the center of the pitch. Like, Mata is probably not going to beat 2 or 3 guys and score. Lingard is. But I hear you, man. If you had to choose, I'd probably say Mata.
Lingard, two workhorses like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. But
You
but
do, Rashford.
He's
Lingard,
not at that level. This guy's
Lingard is,
25 years old. He's seen more. You know what I mean? He's more man muscle.
You're
like,
taking Lingard over Rashford now?
Yeah.
he's going form.
Yeah.
Dude. Today,
Yeah.
form. Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
all.
Exactly.
Form,
Yeah,
but-
that's what
yeah.
it is. It's not overall skill or anything like that. It's like, hey,
Just who's hot right now.
I'm playing you.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
But
Today,
those goals that Lingard got, if he's playing on the outside, he probably doesn't get those goals because they're
Agreed.
just bouncing around, and he's at the top of the box. He gets it. Boom.
That's
Quick
what I'm
hit.
saying. He's so dynamic in the center of the pitch. He's taking people. All his goals, if you've noticed, they've come from runs down the middle, not out wide, cutting
But
in.
you cut in like Alexi does.
Or you just let
his
him run in the middle.
His goals come all over the place, so maybe he can
adapt.
Guys. You can learn from this guy that's new to the club now. You train with him every day.
Yeah.
You pick up on stuff. And
yeah, dude, that's an interesting shot. For sure, that's an interesting shot because of the speed. De Gea hits 300 appearances for United. Lucky. We're so lucky to have this guy. We would have missed out on Champions League all 4 years without this dude. I hope he stays for another 4. I doubt he will. Madrid is looking to flip that whole team at this point. So I think it's a matter of maybe he's leaving this summer. If not, next summer.
Talks have cooled, man, because now Real Madrid has been linked with Alisson as well from Roma. De Gea, if United keep spending money and keep bringing people in like Sanchez, I think De Gea is staying. He might be a one-club dude. He very well might be, especially if you do, if you advance to the quarters in quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. I can't say it. Quarterfinals and Champions. Then he sees the progress. And look,
give him the badge.
But keepers can play forever. And this is a keeper that I think will be playing at 40. Or at least 38.
Yeah,
so he has plenty of time.
Yeah, like a Van der Sar guy.
Eddie!
Yeah, so that wraps that one up.
Beep boop. Hey, everybody. This episode of the Podcast FC show is brought to you by CLNS Media. CLNS Media Network is the leading online provider of audio and visual content in the digital realm. CLNS is a premier destination for broadcast journalism, as well as personal and collective digital branding and marketing. Their mission is to enhance and empower the individual while providing information and ideas that enrich and enlighten society. Talking to you, Huss. The network features a continuous broadcast schedule with numerous personalities and celebrities from across the world of current events, finance, entertainment, technology, law, and sports. All right, multi-dimensions here, people. All right, not just sports, not just finance. They got a whole collage of stuff. They're a leading provider of audio and video content, and they deliver their audience the highest quality presentations, which immeasurably enhances the retainability of its information, analysis, and messages, making it most advantageous to both its consumers as well as its current and prospective advertisers. So, if you guys want to learn more, take out your phones, take out your Android, your iPhone.
Fucking now, guys.
Right now.
Right now.
Right, we don't got time to waste.
I'll wait.
You'll wait. Go to the App Store, type in CLNS Media. All right, you can download it for free. All right, that's CLNS Media. Check it out. Listen up.
Love it. And you can catch them on social media as well. Let's get into the last few games. We're talking Leicester versus Swansea, 1-1 game here. Mahrez still AWOL. I hope the Leicester board are proud of themselves.
Killing my fantasy, man.
Dump him, bro. I know you said you were going to gamble one more. Dump him.
I tried to get rid of him last week, but I had no one. There was no one to buy, so I kept him, you know.
How much is he?
8.7.
Dude,
and I have 5.5 in the bank.
Got Martial.
Martial's not playing.
Yeah, I think he was rested.
And take the 3 mil and buy somebody else.
No. I'm back on the Vardy train. I picked him
not
up.
Bad, yeah.
No Vardy.
You got
2 in a row, right?
No Vardy. No Vardy, no party.
Here we go.
It's on his shoulders.
He's
putting it on his shoulders. Iheanacho gets a rare start, gets a nice dirty assist to Vardy, although it's questionable, yes.
Of course he did.
Look, I'll give him benefit because I've seen him be slick, but probably not, but I'll give it to him because I like him. I like Iheanacho.
Swansea, man, on a little run here. 2 wins and a draw the last 3 games. Dude. 7 points.
Dude, they're out of the relegation zone.
They're making a push. Currently sitting in 17th place, man. That new coach and a relegation troubled team. The new coach bounce, man. It really does help. Swansea sitting in 17th.
West Brom 2, Southampton 3. Huss's boy, Higazi, gets himself on the score sheet. How long ago did you dump him? Quite a while back, right?
Oh, yeah. I had him for like 7 weeks, and he scored like 1 week. I was like, oh, great, here we go. And then no. And Stevens was my guy from last year.
I'm sorry, Stevens is your guy from last year?
The ghost.
Yeah, because Stevens was I got him for like 4.1 last year in fantasy when Virgil went down with that ankle injury. So I was like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Kept him. He was like 3.9 or 4. And then he stopped playing this year. I actually started the year out with him on my team, Jack Stevens. Yeah. And then he stopped playing.
Yeah, he stopped playing because Virgil, there was talks about him leaving or not leaving. But then once it was decided that he was leaving and he, kind of threw his toys, Jack Stevens started to start next to him. They pulled out Yoshida, and Jack Stevens took that spot.
No, Yoshida and then whatever his name is. It starts with an H. I don't know how
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Saying names isn't so easy, huh?
No, that was a trigger. It's not worth me learning his name yet. All right, play a little better. I'll learn your name.
But play the game or something. Like,
yeah, 100%, dude. Lamina, my boy, been touting this guy. Comes from Juventus to Southampton. Not a bad place to learn how to play English football. Rocket shot. After the game, they interviewed him. Hey man, what are your thoughts on that goal? It was a hell of a banger. He's like, yeah, it was good. I've scored better. I was like, damn, damn.
I love that.
I was like, all right,
that was
Lamina.
a missile, man. A couple of rocket goals this weekend. A couple of really beautiful goals, and that was definitely one of them. Everyone loves a good ping.
Yeah. Speaking of Southampton, though, that was their first win since November, dude.
That's why they're in 15th place.
But they were in relegation zones before the start.
They're only
of this
2
game.
points away from relegation.
Yeah. It's a crazy season. Season for the bottom half of the table. But props to West Brom. They were getting smashed up in this one. Made it a bit of a competition, but dropping points.
Alan Pardew got to sort it out quickly, man.
Yeah, man.
Running out of time. They're now 4 points off safety.
It's getting ugly. Bournemouth 2, Stoke 1. Shaqiri header. What is he, 5'1"? How do you give this guy a header in the box?
he's
He might-
5'3".
Dude,
How
he
does
might be
Aguero get so
4'3".
many headers? Well, not so many, but he
let's not-
Who?
Aguero. Sometimes, like randomly, he just like gets that position and bang.
But he's Aguero. We
Look,
can
I can
sort of
jump.
understand. We can understand how Aguero. Shaqiri though.
Yeah, he
he's
makes
gonna
room
let
with all
this
those
slow
muscles.
down. Yeah, that's true.
He just like boom,
Cannonball.
Bo City.
Dude, Shaqiri is having an absolute season this year, man. He's been performing regardless of whether Stoke are playing or not.
Regardless of his bash bro not being there.
And you know what? Shaqiri is one of those fancy pickups.
I had him.
It's
I had him in
always
the beginning of the
so
season, but I got rid of him.
Well, it's tempting because if you get him at the right time, he goes on for a run for like 2-3 weeks at a time.
Dude,
Yeah.
all
and it's
season.
worth it because he's only priced at like 5.5 or something. But then if you have him, it's like,
Yeah, you don't
he
want to
might
keep him long
disappear for
term.
like 2 months.
Dude, in 24 appearances this year, he has 5 goals, 6 assists,
That's what I'm saying.
which is not bad at all for a player of his
For Stoke.
his number. Yeah, he's a good sub play that you bring in.
Yeah.
That's
On
the
your
guy he
bench.
subs in. Yeah, if you need a filler guy.
I got Pascal Gross for that.
Grob.
Yeah, but he's still on the bench for me. I didn't play him this week.
Bournemouth, we're facing a terrible result here, but of course Eddie Howe's men bounced back in the last 20 minutes. Josh King and Musette with the goals to win it.
Beat Chelsea last week. A little come from behind character victory against Stoke this week. Sees him into 9th place, man.
Bournemouth are back to Bournemouth.
Up the cherries.
Right? Back to normal. Brighton 3, West Ham 1. Did not see this one coming. I saw a tie here at most. But Brighton, dude, making a little noise for themselves. How's your boy Glenn Murray?
This game pisses me off because Pascal I left on the bench, and then Al and I were together Friday night. We're talking about fantasy at like midnight after a couple beers, and then
Hey, now that's right.
We were together. It was midnight. Had a couple beers.
He didn't like me having Diouf.
Jeez. Hey,
And I was like,
there
oh,
it
guys,
is.
he's like, yeah, sell him. I was like, well, and he's like,
Yeah, why-
Jordan,
why-
you're
why
like,
would you
Jordan,
have Juve?
you're like, because look, Stoke was playing
Because he
Bournemouth.
secretly loves
Yeah.
United.
And then,
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, look at Jordan Ayew. And I was like, nah, I'm looking at Glenn Murray. And I don't pick him up. I'm like, come on, dude. Glenn Murray, that would have been an epic pickup.
He's been doing the job for Brighton Hove and Albion, or Brighton and Hove Albion rather, this season. He gets the early goal. Chicharito gets a goal too. He's had a rough season for West Ham. Looks like he's playing again under David Moyes. He kind of was riding the bench for a little while, but Andy Carroll down, not many options up top. He just got rid of Ayew also, so
He tried to leave in January,
yeah,
too.
he wanted to leave. He said,
You know what, with Pascal, I'm a little worried with him during the summer because if he gets bought up by a team like Everton, I feel like he's like a Sigurdsson where he just disappears.
Who, Pascal Gross?
Yeah,
I don't think he's done enough.
I'm saying I hope he stays with Brighton next year if they stay up and all that because I think he is one of the focal points, just like Sigurdsson
no
was
doubt.
with
No
Swansea.
doubt.
Yeah.
Once they leave those type of teams, like Sigurdsson did with Tottenham, you kind of get lost in the mix a little bit. Pascal
Tottenham.
Gross, stay with Brighton.
Why not go to West Ham?
And what?
They could use a midfielder.
No, yeah, but then how many people they
No, I
brought
think-
in
look,
and people just shit the bed at West Ham?
No, I think he needs to stay with Brighton. He hasn't done enough to justify leaving. He needs to stay at Brighton one more year, assuming they stay in the Prem. If they don't, then try to find a club in the Prem. But he needs to stay. I'm with you. There's no need to leave yet. And I don't think anyone's coming for him.
he's only 26. I think give him a year or two more, 28, then he'll jump on, play out the rest of his good career, his peak at a mid-range
I
club.
could see West Ham if Liverpool buy Lanzini.
But
Why would you
West
buy-
Ham just brought in João Mario, dude. West Ham's ambitions are much higher than Pascal Gross. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to bring in like Everton level guys. That.
But this is a guy that may not have the name, but look, he created the most chances in Bundesliga last year. So
does Mickey.
But Mickey has a name. Pascal Gross doesn't. So when you say, "Oh, Arsenal bought Pascal Gross," and then they brought in Mkhitaryan, which one are you going to favor more? So as much as you say like West Ham brought in Mario, I mean Gross might be the better option for them if they get rid of Lanzini or if they sell him.
Possibly. I like that shout, Huss. Crystal Palace won. Newcastle won. This was a game played on ice skates, dude. I woke up half in a daze. It was so freaking fast. I didn't understand what was going on. There was no possession. Every time they got the ball, it was like forward. Both teams, both ways. Absolutely incredible. Love Diame, dude. Love Diame. I watched him play, 2 years ago? Or 3 years ago, maybe 3 seasons ago when he was playing for Hull City in the championship for in that knockout game that they have between what was it?
Like, to get promoted?
Yeah, like 3rd and 4th, that like tournament they have from like 3rd to 6th place. And he was absolutely balling. I'm very happy to see him doing work at Newcastle. But your boys, Al.
You can never count the Eagles down. Luka Milijovic gets the penalty. Guy's classed in the penalty spot.
He is.
Ties it up in the 55th minute. Palace walk away with the draw. Take a point out of this game.
Dude, Zaha needs to wake up.
Zaha's quiet, man. He's quiet, but the club don't need him. Let him rest. Still sitting in 14th now.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
But you should be playing for like a career, man. You should be playing to like get to Everton. No hate on Palace or anything, but like this guy should be in like the top 8 clubs, you know. And his numbers aren't showing.
Spurs. He should be at Spurs or something, man.
He just got Lucas Moura.
Yeah.
That was a hot spot.
Yeah.
That was a hot spot. But that wraps it up for the Premier League Matchday 26. As we record this, Chelsea has not played Watford yet, hoping Watford does work.
Predictions.
Here's a question, dude. If Watford beat Chelsea tomorrow / today, depending when you're listening to this, does Conte still have a job?
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yes.
Depending on how
I'm gonna say
Cool.
yeah, just to be safe. Yeah, if they get knocked out in Champions League and keep losing,
done.
Cool.
Dude, we both know Roman Abramovich. Yeah, bring Ancelotti back, be caretaker. Bring in Gus Hiddink.
Oh my God, that guy.
Bring back
What about Di Matteo? Bring Di Matteo back too. What do you want an FA Cup?
Bring Frank Lampard back, caretaker manager.
Right?
Well, there's someone in Madrid that might be needing a job next year.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Zizou's not going to
He's going to
Chelsea,
PSG.
man. Yeah,
Dude,
that'd be dope.
that's a signing.
Go
Going home.
back to Paris.
He's a Frenchman. We'll pay him out the wazoo. He'll get money up the Zizou.
Yeah, you're gonna say that's good. But you know what? That also clinches Neymar not going anywhere if they bring him in. I think
At least for a year.
At least, like Al said, at least
Be
for
a
a year.
coach-player trade right there.
It might be, right?
The first thing ever is like
Neymar realizes he's not in the spotlight anymore. No one cares about French football.
He
So
wants
what?
his
You
PK
scored
so
3
bad.
goals.
I think.
Okay, God,
I mean that fact aside of the popularity of French football, I think if Zidane does go there, I don't think I've seen Neymar leaving for at least a year and another year. I don't think it's humanly possible or mathematically possible, monetarily possible for him to leave after only 1 season at PSG. I think for his contract, he needs to stay at least 2, just to balance the books. 1 year and then back out.
And to strengthen your point, the chairman of PSG said unless they win the Champions League this year, he's not going anywhere. So they brought him in to win a Champions League. So I think 2 years will be the case. But that doesn't stop Madrid from... If Madrid throws CR7 at them, would they say no? Who knows?
CR7 and Zidane.
Right? That's not bad. But I think I'm with you guys. He probably stays another year.
What would that deal be? CR7 plus 100 million?
What? No.
For Neymar? Neymar's worth 200 million.
Who knows, man?
And now,
in today's world, man,
it could be.
That's not the craziest craziest offer.
Cristiano's 33 or 32.
He's going to be 33,
Yeah,
he will be 33 by next year.
It could be.
His stats for the league are just depressing this year.
Yeah, 2-2.
He's been injured. He hasn't played fully a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. Where Neymar, he
plays
every game.
Yeah,
plays every game. He's in his
about-
prime.
And he's young.
Doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
he's about to hit his prime.
Yeah, so Levante ties it late against Real Madrid. They hit a buzzer beater 89th minute after Isco scores in the 81st. So it's really getting ugly for poor Zizou. We hate to see this happen, but he's
14 points behind.
Yeah, no, it's over. It's Man City, Man United. But it's. I think it's good for him to taste this, man. You can't just come in and just, coach the best team in the world and walk your way through a career. So dude, I think this is a good test of his character, see what he's about.
He's not stressed, man. He didn't sign anybody. He didn't really want to sign anybody, and he's sticking by that point that he made in his press conferences. I'm fine, we're fine, all that stuff.
Sold Morata.
But
sold Morata, Pepe, and one more person. I forget who the third one was. Danilo. He sold a lot of experience and brought in young guys.
James Rodriguez left on a loan.
Rodriguez loaned him out.
They didn't buy De Gea.
They didn't buy anybody.
They didn't.
No, I know what I'm saying is if they brought in De Gea right
now,
De Gea would 14 points behind.
Yes,
De Gea 8 points.
De Gea wouldn't make that much of a difference.
But I mean,
this is a guy who's won you 2 Champions Leagues in 2 years, a league title that you hadn't won in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, dude, he went back to back in the Champions League, guys. Let's not forget that.
He should be allowed a lull season. To rebuild and strengthen in the summer.
He might go for 3, but also we have to realize that this is also kind of changing the guard. I mean, there were a lot of older players on the team, and they're changing right now. Yeah. They're evolving. So when it comes down to Real Madrid, you kind of have to take the lumps. And it's not like you're out of every single competition.
Yeah.
The main was Champions League. If you do well, if you get to the finals, I think he still has a job.
The problem is the president, the Real Madrid president.
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah. All right, Al. Getting after it. All right, and to wrap it up, like we said earlier, Michi scores twice on his debut, gets himself an assist in a game. Dortmund won 3-2 against FC Cologne. So good for him. Andre Schürrle gets the Schürrling winner at the end of the game. Lucky deflection. But yeah, that wraps it up for us, guys. We're about to go watch the Pats do some work. Igor is a massive Colts fan, so he'll be enjoying this game very much. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Jeff Wall. We saw that Twitter shout out. He says he can't live without PFC. Well, Jeff, we can't live without you, dude. Thank you for supporting the show. We really appreciate it.
Our
all
Canadian
the guys
friends.
out there.
I mean, what's the United States if we don't have Canada?
Right? I don't know where to take it from that. I was just right? That's correct. Thank you for listening, guys. We will catch you on the flip side. Go Pats!
Tom Brady.